Hey Internet, it's Team Global, it's Reon here once again with the Evil Mind Mole. And you know what that means. Actually, you probably don't, but whatever. Time for Deck of the Week. Now, this week, we are actually going to be revamping something I posted a little while ago, just because I've completely done over one half the deck. If you haven't guessed by now, this is Chaos Synchro. The first thing you should notice is I actually have a freaking Fabled Darkworld now, so let's tell you what he does. This guy, basically, you just, once per turn, you can discard cards from your hand in order to increase his level by 1 for every card you discard. Not to mention, he increases attack by 400 for every card you discard, so 1300 light, 1 card, 17, 2 cards, 21, he could get pretty huge, respectively. And all this on top of the fact that he is a tuner. So, Fabled Raven, pretty awesome card. Glad to have him in the deck. Of course, Baylor's still here. Her effect being that she's more or less the new DD Crow. She stops effects, which is great against so many decks I can't even start right now. Just a great card, and once again, she's a late tuner, so more power to her. And if you just looked at what card you just saw, you probably guess what their half this deck is now. Guess what, guys? I have Infernity. Beetle, as you know, 0 cards in hand. Digit summon 2 from your deck, which means 2 tuners on the field for free. Got 1 Kushnu in here, dropped it down to 1, just because you have a recyclable level 3 tuner. And lastly, Avenger, who's basically the ultimate plug spreader. Every time a monster dies, you can just revive him and he'll copy the level of that monster. So, like, all in all, really, I have 2 recyclable tuners, first of all. 2 highly recyclable tuners, and then a bunch of swarming capabilities, so tuner-wise, pretty good. Of course, it's Dark Arm, because you can't have a Dark deck without a Dark Arm Dragon, and everybody loves him. Trigodia stops OTKs for me. It's great for discarding cards in this deck. It's great for stealing monsters, for taking extra tuners, anything. It's just a really, really good card. Of course, we got 2 Battle Faders. Stop OTKs. It's a +1 onto the leveled count for a synchro or something. Got 2 of these Fabled. If you remember from last time, basically when they're discarded, they come back to the field, so it's great for effects like Trigodia or any of the Fables that make you discard, so you can just be like, shoop! Oh, I have a monster on the field now, so +1 for my synchro summon. 2 Galabas, the destroyer of this deck. One of the destroyers. Discard a monster, you just pop something, discard a card, my bad. Pop something that has less than 1500 defense. Got 2 Necromancers, part of the Infernity engine. Basically, he comes out in defense mode. Once per turn, if you have no cards in hand, you can revive 1 Infernity from your graveyard. So this is great for plussing for synchros, especially with the Beetle combo. It's great for bringing out your Archfiend to search for anything. Just really good cards out of the loop. And speaking of Archfiends, I run 1, 2, 3 of them. Like I just said, if you top him with no cards in hand, special summon. Anytime you special summon, you search your deck for any card with Infernity in its name, which means not just monsters. Most people know about Infernity by now, but just give me some heads up on them. Pretty cool, guys. Got 1 Mirage in here. It's basically the secondary launcher of the deck, and I do only run 1 because it's only half Infernity, so there's no need to go full out on those. Yeah, you sacrifice him to special summon 2 other Infernity monsters from your grave. Great to get a quick synchro out, or since it's a 0 card hand effect, you could get out 2 Archfiends and search. Good card. You're back to Fabled. Got 2 Grimros on my searchers. Right. Spells and traps. Speed. 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 And also speed. Right, so card by card, I guess, real quick. 0 max. 0 cards in hand, you get to draw 3, and whatever you don't use at the end gets discarded. And apparently you can't conduct your battle phase until you activate it, but whatever, just set up for next turn. Same thing with cards with Black Feather, same things for Pop Duality and Lucy lots of play, so yay. Gold Tark, you should know what this does by now. Remove any card in your deck for 2 turns and add to your hand. Great for searching whatever you need. card destruction, and the 2 Darkworlds are basically draw power for this, draw and discard, what this deck likes to do. And finally, the one thing that Infernities used to have for the OTKs, but now not so much, Mr. Launcher. Once per turn, you can send 1 Inferni monster from your hand to grave, and when you have 0 cards in hand, you could ditch it to pop out 2 Infernities from grave. This used to be used in triplicates to basically make the Infernity deck an OTK deck. Now it's down to 1, but it's alright because it still makes it so you can tech Infernities into here. You still could have an Infernity deck that would be good, it's just not necessarily an OTK anymore. Which I think that makes this a bounce card. It's a big bounce card. Plus it looks awesome. And other stuff. Typical cards. Reborn. Everyone loves it. True Name. Everyone loves it. Dark Hole. Everyone loves it. Lightning Vortex. Not as neat anymore, but still pretty good since this deck lets discard and get rid of cards in hand. Got my Bias Protection. And of course, because I'm me, I run 2 econs. Get onto traps. Got Beckoning Light. Great card for late decks. Discard your hand, bring out many lights back. Basically discard your Infernities, discard your unneeded monsters and spells, get back your hand full of Fabled and create havoc with that again. Pretty good. Got Call, pretty standard. Next up, some silly cards that you may not have seen forever. Ceasefire. Now, a lot of you may be wondering this. Basically, think about it. In this game, this format, we're playing a lot of life points in people's decks. Like, you're seeing Psalms to half-life, you're seeing Psalm Wishes to take off 2,000 crit. Pretty soon, like, just one of each of those would bring them down to about 3,000, 2,000, depending on what order they did them in. And that's what this kicks in. 500 for every monster on the field. Not just yours, but your opponent's too. So it's great when they swarm you, it was great when you swarm them. All you need is 4 monsters on the field, and this is potentially a game-ending card. It's really good. On that same note, 7 Tools of Bandit. Basically, so good because it negates any trap for 1,000 life, which means number 1, it's a quick place so nothing can negate it. It's better than Trap Stun because it ends the chain link. It's better than, I don't know, like a Solemn or anything because it can negate that for much less life. And once again, like I said, with people paying such high life point cost, 1,000 really isn't anything. So it's pretty good now. Get on to the famed Infernity Bearer, because when I trade for all some pretty stuff, I somehow managed to get every single card it gave me. Infernity Barrier, for those that don't know, it's basically the ultimate counter trap. As long as you have an Infernity on the field, your cards in hand, it negates anything, period. That's all. Just negates everything. And of course, it has Infernity in the name, so you can search it out with your Happy Fun Time Arcfiends. Got Straight Flush, which I think will be possibly the new Heavy Storm for this format. Basically, in this format where everyone's not afraid to set 5 then because no mass destruction, you get this guy. You can only activate when your opponent has all their spell trap zones filled, and then it blows them all up. So it's like a much slower, much more risky Harpy's Feather Duster. It's really, really good because everyone's not afraid to set everything anymore. And finally, rounding up the traps, 2 T-Roars, because they negate stuff and they're good. Alright, let's go over the syncs real quick. You should know most of these, but a couple new ones in here. You got Mr. Motorcycle Dude, level 5, I think I told you about before. Basically, if he hits something, he gains 100 attack and attacks again. So, pop their monster, attack direct for 3,000. Catastor, everyone loves him. Goya and Brio, pretty generic, pretty good, always happy fun time. And of course, Brionac is great for the whole discard effect. Got 1 Chaos King because I use the Fiend Tuners in here. Once again, 26, and basically the ability to shield and sword them to switch around all their attacks and defenses. Got 2 Blue Dragons because everyone loves a Black Rose Dragon. This guy is a draw power card, this 1 Fiend to draw 1. Plus 2,900 attacks, nothing to laugh at. 100 as Dragon, the ability to copy any Infernity effect. The end, that's basically all he does. Got Darkened Dragon, yeah! Playability now. If you guys don't know what he does by now, he is an awesome, awesome thing that basically Takes away some of his attack to send monsters to the grave, which gets around basically anything that you can counter. Mr. Banana Hat, who also has the ability to destroy monsters and inflict damage. 2 Stardust because everyone loves Stardust. Chaos Goddess, who I'm actually able to bring out of this deck, which makes me so happy. And finally, Miss Orb. So, this is version 2.0 of the Chaos Synchro deck, which is now Fabled Infernity, Infamous. This is the Infamous deck. Yeah. Comment on this if you can. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it work better. Obviously, I only have 1 Raven right now, 1 Barrier, so that's unnegotiable at this point. But yeah, comments are good. So are rate, subscribe, I guess. But comments are very good as I go upside down with this. Alright, this is the guy that makes only guy that makes videos for Team Global apparently because the rest of my teammates are lazy. Signing out with the power of the evil mind bowl, dripping his axe in blood. Dun 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 dun. Okay, later. Peace out, YouTubes. See you whenever I post my next video.